Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS Small Business and ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to Empowering SMEs. SMEs, some accountants can help you add value. Yes, they can. They are members of our network all around Australia who are committed to providing business advisory services for small, medium enterprise operators. We're at the start of a new financial year. So what are some of the opportunities for small, medium enterprises that will help you add value in 2017-18? I'd like to discuss those with you today if I can. The first and very big new opportunity is crowdsourced funding. The crowdsourced funding legislation for equity raising commences on the 29th of September 2017. You've probably heard of crowdsourced funding, but that primarily relates to charities and sporting organisations or families who have fallen on hard times raising some money for a particular event. What the government has done is introduce legislation which will allow small medium enterprises to go to the public, which is called the crowd, to raise capital. This brings Australia into line with New Zealand, United Kingdom, Canada and the United States of America. So how does it work? If the company has a group turnover of less than $25 million and has group assets worth less than $25 million and is not registered on a stock exchange anywhere in the world, then the company is potentially able to raise capital as a crowdsourced funding company. The companies will be able to raise up to $5 million every 12 months. The other interesting thing is that the company can be any age, can be very young or fairly old, and it can be in any type of industry. The real decision making is going to be, will investors invest in this sort of company? The decision companies will have to make: are you happy with having other people as shareholders, other people as directors in your companies? But if you want to find out more details about crowdsourced funding, you'll be able to talk to one of the accountants that I'm going to refer to later. The next real opportunity is early stage innovation companies. This legislation's been available since July 2016. But unfortunately there hasn't been too much interest because crowdsourced funding hadn't been passed, and these were meant to be stablemates, very similar government legislation targeted at small medium enterprises. The early stage innovation companies are basically targeted at companies under 3 years old, but a company up to 6 years old can be deemed to be an early stage innovation company in some circumstances. The company needs to have developed new products, processes or services, or it could have been involved in research and development activities. It could have participated in the Accelerating Commercialisation Grant Program. It may have already registered a patent, or it may have already raised $50,000 in shareholders' capital from external arm's length investors. A company that is deemed to be an early stage innovation company can raise any amount of capital. Obviously that amount will be determined by the investors. These companies, I believe, are going to be in demand from investors as investors become more aware of the particular circumstances relating to an early stage innovation company. Why? Because investors can obtain a tax rebate. A sophisticated investor can receive a rebate of up to $200,000. That's calculated on 20% of the investment. A retail investor can obtain a tax rebate of up to $10,000, calculated on 20% of the maximum investment that a retail investor can make of $50,000. And the other big benefit for an investor is that they will be entitled to a capital gains tax exemption if they hold the shares in the early stage innovation company for longer than 12 months and less than 10 years. They don't pay any capital gains tax. Another new grant is also available, which some businesses can take into consideration. And that is if you are a business that's involved in the mining equipment, technology services industry, which incidentally has a gross sales value of over $80 billion per annum. There is a grant available from the federal government on a consortium basis involving small, medium enterprises, maybe a larger business, maybe an original equipment manufacturer, maybe a mining company, whereby that consortium can get grant funding of up to $3 million to be spent on a particular project to develop new technology, new ideas, new processes. If you're interested in looking at that type of grant, please talk to your accountant or contact us and I'll give you the details later. Business plans. Business plans are like maps for tourists. If you don't know where you're going, how are you going to know when you get there? I hope you have a business plan in your business, and in that case all I'll be asking you to do is to check with your accountant or your advisor about reviewing your business plan. But if you're one of a considerable number of Australian businesses that at this stage do not prepare business plans, I would urge you to talk to your accountant or the accountants that I'm going to give you details of later about preparing a business plan. The accountant can act as the facilitator for this process so that they can write down the decisions and then prepare a document which can then become a living document to assist your team to monitor your business's actual performance from there on. Budgets and cash flow forecasts. We're at the start of a new financial year. Every business should have a budget and a cash flow forecast to guide you through the year, to determine whether you need to raise some extra money from various sources. Board of advice or board of directors. Running a business is very lonely. Many businesses really do benefit by putting together a board of advice to help them with the corporate governance issues, to help as a think tank whereby the managing director or the owner can discuss issues with a group of people. In the main, that group will not be very concerned about past events other than seeing the financial results. They'll really be interested in helping you to plan the future operations of your business. I do commend to you the concept of forming a board of advice or board of directors. The next issue that you might look at and discuss with your accountant is succession planning. Succession planning is an ongoing issue for every business in Australia. Everyone should be thinking about it and getting some advice. And succession planning just doesn't apply to the owner or managing director of a business. It applies to everyone in the team, because at some stage, potentially, everyone will need to be replaced, or as the business grows, you will need to be bringing new people in to fill the new positions. So where do you find accountants that can help you add value? I'd suggest that you go to our website www.ESSmallbusiness.com.au and click on the Find an Accountant Advisor and then enter your postcode, and you will be shown the names and contact details of accountants and advisors in or near your postcode who are committed to supplying business advisory services. Whilst you're on the ESS Small Business website, why not go through the lists of what is available within that very interesting website. There's a lot of free articles on a wide range of business related matters. And there are some articles and publications that have a fee attached to them. If you wish to subscribe for one of the paid articles, please do so. If you wish to download one of the free articles, please do so. There's also a selection of webinars and videos that we have prepared, some of them involving various business people that you might find very interesting in assisting you in running your business. We're at the start of a new financial year. It's a time for new resolutions. I think far more important than resolutions you might make on the 1st of January. These are resolutions relating to your business. We believe that accountants who are committed to offering business advisory services can assist you to add value. If you've got any other questions that you would like to put to me, please send me an email, peter@essbiztools.com.au. Have a great day, and I hope that 2017-18 is very successful for you and your team within your business. Goodbye.